The following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
Now on, hits a single to right field. That will score. Jaroszewski and the Stars take the lead on the RBI single by Hansen to right field.
Wells fights to keep his shoulder up. And his pin.
2:20 remains in the game. 4th and 17. The Vikings capitalized early on a big one. What will the Squirrels do? Deep pass down the field. Cooper Johnson and Mason. What a catch by Cooper Johnson.
Riddle. Got in for down low. Iniger had it knocked free. Gets it back. Muscles his way in. Got it.
Let's turn things over to the broadcast booth. The pregame show starts now.
Hey, welcome. We're at Black Hills Energy Sports Complex here in Rapid City, South Dakota. Actually, it's in Spearfish, South Dakota, about 50 miles to the west of Rapid City. It is the coldest baseball broadcast in Magnitude's history. We're 31 degrees and flurries right now. The flurries have kind of dissipated. They were more dominant in that Astros game right before this one. The flurries are expected to stop in the next 18 minutes, and then it's going to be cold. 31 right now, 30, probably 28, 27 by the time this game completes. And I did talk to the officials prior to going on the air. They said that if depending on the wind and stuff with wind chills, that there's a possibility they could call this game early, but they're going to try and play as much of the game as they possibly can. So you may notice in the description there that we have post 400 sort of snowy spring training, because that's exactly what it is. It's spring training under a flurry 31 degree sky here in Spearfish, South Dakota. So hope you're having a great day so far, wherever you may be at. Caleb Christensen will start things off here for the Stars. The Astros won by the final score of, I believe it was 18-5 in the 5 innings there, if I remember correctly. So we got Caleb Christensen, Matt Bryan, and Colby Hansen to lead things off. And the first pitch comes across at 7:36 p.m. for a ball. And it's 1-0. Caden Fires, I forgot to get name pronunciations as they went rather quickly here, so we'll do the best we can on the opponent's roster here. But a strike is called there. Fire ice, and during a commercial break, I'll get some clarification on some of these. So there's a strike on the inside edge. 1-2 the count now here to Christensen. You got Jack Branham at first, Travis Deal at second, Braden Eriks at short, and Antonio Siriano at third. And then in the outfield, you got Duncan Martin in center, Cody Chapman in right, and Halen Heating, if I'm saying that correctly, in left field. 1 ball and 2 strikes so far here to Christensen. Here's the next pitch, and that one is high and in for ball 2. So even at 2 now here on the 2-2 count. But once you get busy doing things, it seems to warm up a little bit. That one's going to be smacked up towards right field. It's drifting foul, and it will drop foul, and it'll remain 2-2. If you missed the Astros game, it is on our YouTube channel. Once again, they won 18-5 in 5 innings. That is on a separate watch link from the Stars game. 2-2 pitch. The second 2-2 pitch coming up. That's what I was trying to say. Here's the windup in the delivery, and that's right down the middle. But it drops a little low for a ball. So full count now here to Caleb Christensen, the leadoff batter. Already 6 pitches. And here's pitch number 7. And that's low, and that'll walk him. And Christensen's on first. And that brings up Matt Bryant. 7 minutes into the ball game, we're only on to our second batter of the ball game. Kobe Hansen moves into the on-deck circle here. So that one's good for a strike because it's fouled away. So Christensen, Bryant, and Colby Hansen are your top of the order. Middle of the order is Gunnar Majerus, Jake Jaroszewski, Colby Nissen. The bottom of the order is Ashton Reedus, Malachi Wurmeyer, and Kane Mathiasen. And that rounds out your 9 batters here for the post 400 Stars. That pitch will miss, and we're even at a ball and a strike. Caleb Christensen, the runner on first once again here for the Stars in a 0-0 ball game here, top of the first. Flurries and 31 degrees, and the flurries have picked up. I said they dissipated earlier, but now they're falling diagonally from the upper right to the lower left of your screen. As I see it there, if you look closely, you can see a couple of them sneaking in there. 31 degrees as that pitch comes into the cage for a ball. It's 2-1, or no, check that. It's 1-2. My apologies. And the windup. And that one heading out to left field. And Heiting is there for the catch. And that is out number 1. So Bryant will fly out to left field. And now bring up Colby Hansen. Turn up your sounds of the game microphone here for you a little bit. Fire racing with pitch number 12 coming up here. And once again, we'll double check some of those names during the next commercial break here. That pitch appears to miss for a ball, 1-0. Walker Weissman is the one player I did not mention for Spearfish. He's behind the plate catching. And the 1-0 delivery. And a late swing and a low swing, and he paid the price, 1-1. Some NHL hockey news for you. The Rangers up 3-1 over the Devils. The Rangers lead that series 1-0. As that one's fouled off into right field for a strike. After the Lightning dominated Toronto 7-3 last night, right now there's 6 minutes left in the third, and the Maple Leafs are up 6-2 over the Lightning. Avalanche and the Seattle Kraken just dropped the puck a few moments ago, and you got the Winnipeg Jets and the Vegas Golden Knights coming up here in about 20 minutes, and we'll keep you updated on those scores so you don't have to miss any of your favorite post 400 action. Two balls and 2 strikes now here to Colby Hansen. Once again, Caleb Christensen stands on second base with 1 out here. And the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That is a strikeout swing. That's out number 2. Brings up Gunnar Majerus now. It's the strikeout number 1.
First baseman number 17, Gunnar Majerus.
On the Tommy's Express car wash strikeout counter there. As the snow starts to pick up once again. You may remember last year when the Stars were down here in the Rapid City neighborhood, or whatever you want to call it. They had a game here in Spearfish that went the full game, no problems. It was a little bit chilly, but it wasn't. There might have been a little bit of rain too. I'm not 100% sure, but then they would go on to play Rapid City the next day. That game would come to an end in 2 innings due to a thunderstorm. They had another game 36 hours later against Rapid City, as that one's popped up. And it will be caught by the shortstop, Braden Eriks, and that will do it for the top of the first. But then 36 hours later, they would have their second game versus Rapid City completely canceled due to a blizzard. Like, they literally got about maybe 9 inches of snow on that particular day after it had been like 72 and sunny just 48 hours earlier. So that is, we'll see if they can get through this trip a little bit quicker. We got a timeout on the field. We'll take a break. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude. Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
How does Popeye's chicken sandwich get so crunchy, juicy, and tasty? We make everything with love. Get it today and make your taste buds dance. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
All right, welcome back to Spearfish, South Dakota. The snow has picked up. I don't know if you can see it here, but right here, right on the ledge of our broadcast booth, is a whole bunch of snow. There you see the bottom of our camera tripod there. Once again, 31 degrees here. This is officially the coldest baseball game ever broadcasted on Magnitude Sports, and that includes the sport of softball. It's the coldest game before April 24th, which is the earliest day we've ever broadcasted a high school baseball or softball game. Of course, this isn't necessarily high school, but it's about the same age level. And so there you go. Now you got a little history lesson here on Magnitude Sports. We're 14 minutes into the ball game now. The Stars have stranded one runner on base. No runs, no hits in the top half of the first. Braden Eriks, along with Walker. Say it was Walker what?
Leading off for Spearfish. Leading off for Spearfish in the bottom of the first. Shortstop number 10, Braden Eriks.
We'll get it from the okay, Walker Wiesman, and then on Antonio Serrano will be your first three batters here, and it's the first game we've done this season where we've had a PA announcer, so we'll use the PA announcer to help out with some that I may have forgotten, but I did ask during that last commercial break. So the first pitch here to Eriks is in for ball one. 1-0 now here. Jake Jaroszewski on the mound here for the Stars. 1-1 the count now. Malachi Wurmeyer behind the plate catching. He'll go around the bases here after the 1-1 pitch from Jaroszewski, which is outside for ball two. Gunnar Majerus at first, Caleb Christensen at second, Matt Bryant at shortstop, Caden Graff over at third. Outfield after the 2-1 from Jaroszewski. Here's the windup in the deal, and that's a little bit outside. It's 3-1. Colby Nissen in left field, Kane Mathiasen in right, and Colby Hansen straightaway center, and that's your defensive setup here for the Stars. Here's the pitch. That's down for a strike, and it's a full count at 3-2. Ball, strike, ball, and strike in that order on the 5 pitches here to Eriks. And the payoff pitch. And he'll foul that one away and stay alive for at least one more toss. 17 minutes into the ball game now. Once again, the Astros game went 18-5 in 5 innings in favor of the Astros. And that game is available to watch on demand on our YouTube channel. If you don't know how to navigate our YouTube channel, then you must be a brand new viewer. So pop out there by Eriks to Christensen. Okay, so apparently Carter Lyon will be the batter, even though that's not who I had on my roster. So the first pitch to Carter Lyon. Carter Lyon actually 1 for 2 lifetime on Magnitude Sports. He was on this team last year when the Stars played down here in Spearfish, and he had 2 at-bats. He had a ground out to the shortstop, and then he had a hit out into left center field on that particular game. That pitch will miss, and it's an even count at 1-1. So this will be pitch number 10 now for Jaroszewski. Once again, 31 degrees and some on and off flurries. Right now the flurries are kind of dissipated, but about a half an inning ago it was kind of strong, and about a half an inning before that it was kind of dissipated like it is now. So I think this is broadcast 2045 or 2046, something like that. We'll double check, but there's another strikeout to Carter Lyon. And Antonio Serrano will step out to the plate now. According to my stuff, this is his first at bat on Magnitude, so. Nothing in 1. And the pitch will pop away into the backstop. 1-1. One's fouled off at the plate for a strike. And that one's chopped at the plate. Nice pickup there by Jaroszewski. He'll flip it over into the glove of Majerus, and that'll take care of the first inning of play. Took 19 minutes to play that first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base for Spearfish, and we're going to go to the second inning of play right after the break here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
Family owned and operated for many years, MTW Towing is your first call for all of your towing needs in the West Fargo, North Dakota area. We are a full-service towing company that offers fast and efficient service at affordable rates. Our professional team is always prepared to provide you the best service possible. We also accept student discounts. To learn more about us, please feel free to give us a call today at your convenience.
All right, welcome back. Broadcast coverage of today's game between the Stars and Spearfish brought to you by Sean Carlson, mortgage lender at Town and Country Credit Union. Touchmark, we got Sweet Shots, MTW Towing, Gotta Go Driving School. You have a team that's getting ready to drive? Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving School. Goldmark Commercial Real Estate, along with Tommy's Express Car Wash, sponsoring your strikeouts and home runs in this season here for the Post 400 baseball program. Also Popeyes, Buffalo Wild Wings, Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, Game Time, and Uber Eats. And tonight is a great night to order Uber Eats. At least it is in Spearfish, South Dakota. I'm not sure about other places where you may be watching, but it is in Spearfish, South Dakota, that's for sure. So if you got any Spearfish fans watching this broadcast, pull out your Uber app and order something and support our sponsors. Jake Jaroszewski, Colby Nissen, and Caden Graff. It's batters 5, 6, 7. Now batter 5 will be number 5, Jake Jaroszewski. 0-0 ball game as we move into the top of the second inning. Mike Mason with you here on the call. We got helpers on scoreboard and graphics today. And that's ball 1. And I want to say thanks to the kind trio of employees down at the 66 gas station, about maybe 0.4 miles from the field here. I had to run down there during the Astros game to get a pair of gloves, and also picked up a few beverages as well. We'll leave it at that. Just got an update. The Toronto Maple Leafs are now up 7-2 on the Tampa Bay Lightning. So they have almost reversed the score from that first game when Tampa won 7-3. So we'll see if Tampa can get one more goal or not. 1-2 here to Jaroszewski. Now it's all even at 2. And that is apparently a ball. A little bit low, 3-2, ball 3. And that'll walk him. So the first batter of the first inning and the first batter of the second inning both reach first on a walk. And now stepping up to the plate is Colby Nissen. And it looks like Eli Mock will come in and run at first base for Jake Jaroszewski.
Courtesy running, number 15, Calvin Jungling.
All right, so I was just informed that it's not Eli Mock. It is Calvin Jungling wearing Eli Mock's jersey, because apparently half of our roster is at prom, which I think I knew that and I forgot. So 1-1 here to, I believe it's Colby Nissen. I'm getting a head nod. Okay. No, it's fouled up and away, and it's good for a strike. 1-2. 25 minutes into the ball game now, top of the second. Here on this sort of snowy spring training game down here in Spearfish, South Dakota. It's phase 3 of the spring training. Phase 1 in Florida, phase 2 in Iowa, and now phase 3 here in South Dakota. And he's swinging a miss there. We'll take Nissen out on strikes, and that'll bring up Ashton Renas.
That strikeout brings up third baseman, number 11, Ashton Renas.
And Renas will get hit by, I thought he got hit by a pitch, but maybe not. Looked like it hit him on that left, just below the left knee there. But my eyes must have deceived me. 1-0. And a strike is thrown there. 1-1. Fouled away for a strike. It is now dropped to 30 degrees here in Spearfish. The lights are on as the sun is dipped behind the mostly cloudy skies here. And the count is even at 2-2. That one's batted out into the protective screening, protective netting here to the right side of the batter's box. Now the 2 games, actually the 4 games, 2 for the Astros, 2 for the Stars, that they were scheduled to play tomorrow against Gillette. All 4 of those games have been canceled due to weather-related reasons. So those broadcasts will not be on. We'll basically have a day off tomorrow, and then fingers crossed we'll be back for the matchups against Rapid City Post 22 Hard Hats. So, and that's always a fun place, a fun venue to go visit. Stars were down here last year for a couple games that kind of never really happened. They got 2 innings in over 2 games. The rest of it was canceled due to weather. Thunderstorm followed by a blizzard. And then the West Fargo Patriots were down here for a few games at that stadium during the regional tournament last year. And weather permitting, we'll be back there here in a couple days. And it is now final. The Maple Leafs have downed the Tampa Bay Lightning 7-2, the exact same score that Tampa won by in the previous game. So that series is now tied up at 1-1.
Courtesy ring number 19, Gus Wehrmeyer. Now batting for Fargo right fielder number 5, Kane Mathiasen.
All right, and it's Gus Wehrmeyer on first, courtesy running, but I don't have him in my roster. But since it was Malachi Wehrmeyer who originally hit it, it will not be hard to remember that it's Gus instead of Malachi. And that will take care of it. Looks like they'll strand 2 on base on the fly out by Mathiasen, and Kane Mathiasen's fly out will end it, and we'll go now to the bottom of the second with the batters 4, 5, and 6 due up here for Spearfish right after this.
You have a teen ready for driving lessons, don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
How does Popeye's chicken sandwich get so crunchy, juicy, and tasty? We make everything with love. Get it today and make your taste buds dance.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Welcome back to Black Hills Energy Sports Complex here in Spearfish, South Dakota. Taking a look at the current conditions here. 30 in flurries. And over the course of this game, we'll drop down to as close to 28, possibly. It would be the lowest temperature we might see in the course of this game, depending if the umpires will allow the game to go. I had a quick chat with the one of the Spearfish coaches when he was up here with his lineup, sharing it with me, and he said as long as the post 400 coach agreed that if they felt things got too cold, they would go ahead and agree to call this game. But I did not get the official word from the post 400 coach if he would agree to that or not. But I know at least half of the coaches here on the field tonight are in for that plan. So we'll see if that becomes a factor or not. 1-1 to Fire-Eisen, Caden Fire-Eisen to be more exact. Pitcher versus pitcher duel. And the 1-1. Fouled off, 1-2. There was only one game that I can remember in my broadcast career. And that was back in, let's see, that pitch is high and out. That was back in, I want to say maybe the spring of 2017. I did a baseball game up in Northern Cass in the Jaguars, and in their press box, I was trying to call the game on the radio station I was working for at the time, and if you listen to that broadcast, you know exactly what chattering teeth sound like. Now, we're not to the chattering teeth part here yet, but wouldn't be a surprise if it reached that sometime soon. Full count here, 3-2 here to Caden Fire-Eisen, and the payoff pitch, and he'll foul away and remain alive here for at least one more. And that one will hit him, and I can only imagine that those sting a little bit more when it's this cold out than they normally would. Halen Heiting is the batter now. And that one's ripped into left field. A couple bounces picked up there by Colby Nissen, I think. Yes, okay, just making sure.
Base hit. Brings up right fielder number 11, Cody Chapman.
So runners on first and second now. Cody Chapman to the plate. He'll walk off and get some words of advice from his third base coach. One hit in this game. Stars have left 3 on base. Outside of that, it's zeros across the board. Cody Chapman is 0 for 2 lifetime on Magnitude Sports. Had a ground out to third and reached base on an error. That was charged to the shortstop on his 2 at-bats lifetime here on Magnitude. Now he'll go for the bunt. And that'll drop in for a strike, and it's 0-1 here to Chapman. Chapman representing batter number 6 on the lineup here for Spearfish. And 2 runners on, first and second. And that is lasered foul to the right side of the batter's box for an 0-2 count. Throw back to second. They'll apply the tag, but he got his right hand back on the bag in time, and he'll be safe. First and second, Caden Fire-Eisen, the runner on second. Halen Heiting, the runner on first. And you got Cody Chapman at bat. Jack Branham on deck. And a swing and a miss. And that is a strikeout swing. Is the second strikeout for Jaroszewski on the Tommy's Express Car Wash strikeout counter. Jack Branham is the batter now. Wearing number 22 on his jersey. He'll step up.
Little red bone, huh? Yes. Don't hear that every day. Is this what they pick or you pick?
They pick it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tracy wasn't even a glimmer in his mom and dad's eye when that came out.
One ball, no strikes with one out. And there's strike two, or strike one, excuse me. 1-1 the count now.
I mean, well, I'm sitting here and I don't even know who half these kids are. They all playing half.
One ball, one strike, one out, 2 runners on. And the windup in the pitch. And a swing and a miss for strike two.
Maybe next year we should come down here and prom, huh? We do bring cold weather when we come here. I was just going to say, you could tell Jarrett has never played first base before. Guys on first and second, he's holding them on. He's like an 8-year-old.
And the 1-2 pitch. That one's popped up right over my left shoulder and out of play. Two on, one out, and a 1-2 count here. And Jaroszewski will look to double up the out category here with the one pitch, possibly. And here comes that one pitch, and he'll double up the out count, just like I predicted. And that is a strikeout swinging. Puts 2 away.
Second base number 7, Travis Duell.
So Fire Eisen on second, hiding on first. Travis Duell, the batter now. That pitch is a little high for a ball, 1-0. Well, it could be worse. I got a message from a friend saying that they had about 2 inches of snow back in West Fargo this morning. So, I mean, this is not that bad. I'm just happy that I'm not back in that neck of the woods right now. One's fouled off. 1-2 to count now. Jaroszewski deals. Swing and a miss. Got him. That is a strikeout, and that ends the second inning of play. It should end it. Yes, it does. So what's the call here? Okay.
So we're going to bat one more batter and the game's over.
Oh, okay. All right. All right, so here's the deal. So that would have been out number 3. But what they've decided to do is they're going to let one more batter bat, and then that gives everybody on both teams one chance to bat, and they're going to call this game. It's too cold, according to the coaches. So that's the word that I received. So this is your last batter of the game, regardless of the outcome here. And right now, It is a 0-0 ball game. So even if one of these two teams were leading, this game would not count as a win or a loss or a tie. Because a game has to go at least 4 complete innings for it to be considered a win, loss, or draw. So this is another first on Magnitude Sports. It's going to be the shortest baseball game ever here we've ever broadcasted. So 1 ball and I think no strikes, 2 strikes. I'll just look at my screen here instead of the outboard. The netting was kind of blocking my view on what number was in the strike category in that outfield scoreboard, and that'll do it. That'll be your final score. 0-0 here between the Stars and Post 164. And thank you so much for joining us here today on this shortest game and the coldest, shortest game ever on Magnitude Sports. We thank you so much for tuning in. And I'll be honest, I'm a little bit happy that it's over because I'm very cold myself. So we'll talk to you again soon here. Once again, the games that they were scheduled to play tomorrow are canceled. So basically I have a day off tomorrow. And then, fingers crossed, we'll be back for a pair of matchups between Fargo Post 400 and Rapid City Post 22. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you again soon. You have a great night.
Broadcast was an exclusive presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Subscribe, click the bell, and visit magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.